Hello and welcome to taik18. I'm Mohammed Adnan, and in this session we are going to talk about an interesting and highly used feature of Power BI of SQL Server, which is subqueries. So subqueries plays a really important part while you're working for your advanced level of Power SQL statement. I keep on repeated talking about Power BI because I'm used to it, but now this time it is SQL, so we need to talk about that. So before sharing my screen, if you're new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. All right, subqueries. So the requirement is write a script to get the total sales amount from fact internet sale, which we already seen in the previous session, but only for dim product, which has the status equal to current. So it is actually taking a relationship between the two tables from the fact internet sales and the dim product. And we need to filter based on the dim product here. So how this can be done? First of all, let's have a look of the fact internet sale if we have a particular column from dim product or not. So it has to be select and then start from fact internet sales. So generally, while you're working on that, if you see this is still executing and it has taken almost like 3 seconds to generate 6,000 records. So it depends on your system how it will perform. If you want to check for a particular table, then it is not recommended to use select star. You need to specify column name. If at all you want to return all the columns in that one, like how we are discussing now, it is not recommended to generate all the rows of the table. So you can just use the top 1 or 10 rows on that, and then you can execute that. Then this will be much faster. You see, it's going to return only 10 records and not taken even a second. So it has given all the information what we need on that particular table, and it's just loading up only top 10 records here. Because generally the fact tables are big in size, so it can be millions of records. So it is good to take only the top records on that. Even for the dimension, you have to take top 10 kind of record itself. All right, so here we need to look for the column of product key, which is the first column, product key here. It means we have a relationship between the fact internet sales and the product key and the product table on this model, on this database. All right, so what is the question? Write a script to get the total sales amount by fact internet sale, which is already there. And then only for the dim product, which has a status equal to current. So here, two queries are there, right? First of all, we need to filter the product keys where the status equal to current. So select product key. So first of all, let's start from select star from product, which is dim product, where status equal to current. So let's copy this thing equal to current. So if I run this one, it's going to return me few values. So it returned me here 406 values here instead of 606, giving me 406 values here. All right. So here I need to pick only the dim product key itself, only the product key column. So first of all, the product key. So select product key from dim product where status equal to current. So as we are taking the value from the dimension table, so we don't need to worry about the duplication of the value. If at all we are taking something duplicate value, in that case, we need to use here the distinct value. If the table is big, then it can slow down your performance. But if you want to distinct the value, then you can use distinct product key here. So 406, even if I run this one, it's going to give me the same value because this is a dimension one. Only we have a unique on the product key. All right. So this one, but we need to filter this product key in order to get this result here, right? From the fact internet cell. How we can do that is equal to, we need to use the where statement. So where product key, which is from this fact internet sales column, is equal to, usually we used to pass here the hardcode value itself. But now this time we need to pass the entire list here. So in that case, what we need to do? So if you want to pass multiple values, then we need to use here the in statement here. So where product key in, and then we need to call this SQL statement. That's it. Now if I run this one, I have a different result. Instead of 2.9 million, it's showing up here 1.65 million itself, only for the current product value. So I'm taking the round off value and I'm using this query inside a query. So that's the reason it's called as subqueries here. So I'm using filtering this product key based on another query here, which is a subquery here. So let's copy this one and paste this value here. If you are using extensive subqueries in your SQL query, then there will be chances that it can slow down the query performance. There are alternate ways also where we can achieve the same result. So how this can be done is basically we have another step here. It's the same as previous challenge, but you do not have to use the subqueries. Write a script to get the total sales amount of fact internet sales, but only for the dim product which has the state is equal to current. But we should not have to use subqueries. If you don't have to use the subqueries, then what is the way? So the way is, let's copy this first statement. The way is, like I said, it has a relationship between this and that, right? This query will work even if you don't have any relationship between the fact internet sales and product table. But here for this one, we need to use select star from a dot fact. For example, just giving up here a dot sales amount from fact internet sales a. And then, as we have seen on the previous things, we can use what? Joins. Yeah, exactly. So we need to use here left outer join or inner join, basically, because we have to filter it from this table. So we have to use the inner join on dim product B on A dot product key is equal to B dot product key, right? Product key actually. B dot product key. And also we need to use the status equal to current. And we can use multiple joins, then you can use of that. So B dot status is equal to current. Now, I'd like to tell you two ways here because the story doesn't end here. Now, if I run this one, it's giving me the same result here, right? It's 1652254 kind of thing. If I run also the above one and compare this result, it's giving me the same result here. But if we at all want to use the left outer join and run this query here, let's see what it gives the result. It is giving me here 29, 3, 5, everything without any filter. Can you guess what is the reason for that? I hope some of them are get correctly. The reason is because the where statement which I used here is actually applies a kind of filter, right? But if we use this where statement inside a join, then this is not going to apply the filter unless if you are going to use inner join. But if I'm going to use left outer join, then we have to specify this inside a where class. So only we need to link between the product key and product key between these two tables, and then we need to specify where b dot status equal to current. So now if I execute these two again, you see the results are showing up similar, the same thing. So this is how we can avoid that. And when it comes to the performance, if you are running in a big database, then this will perform slow because it's a subquery, and this will perform much faster when compared to that because this is a relationship query here. So we need to copy this and also this one. Make sure that you're using correct relationship between the tables while you're executing these queries here. And submit this one. That's amazing. And the last one for today's session is the view. So write a script to create a view named as view internet sales by dim category, which give the total result of the sales amount from fact internet sales by each dim category here. So you can understand the relationship from the previous example. So while looking into this one, we have to use the join itself. But the problem with that dim category is the top highest table. After that, we have a dim subcategory. After that, we have a dim product, and dim product actually linked with the fact internet sales. So we need to add these many joins here in our query. So taking up this same thing, which is actually the same, right? We need to avoid the where clause here, but just keep the sales amount, and then we need to use by dim category. So for that, A is a fact internet sale, left outer join dim product, because I want to return all the values from the fact internet sales, and this is the thing. Now we need to add left outer join. If we can use left outer join, we can also use left join. Both of them is going to be the same thing, so not an issue on that. Left outer join, and here it should be dim subcategory, dim product subcategory. All right, and this is the C, column C here, and on B dot product subcategory key is equal to C dot product subcategory key, right? And again, I need to add another one, which is left outer join. It has to be dim product category, which is the D1, the fourth table, on C dot product category key is equal to D dot product category key. So now we are linking 4 tables here. From fact internet sale, it will filter the product. From product, it will go to subcategory, and from subcategory, it will go to the category table. All right. So when we run this one now, and it's going to give me the same result because there is no filter, which is returning here 2.9 million. Now the question here is, write a script so we can do that later on. Result of total sales amount by each category. So here we need to specify the category name, which is on the D table. So D dot English product category name, comma, this one. As you are going to use this, and then we are going to use aggregated function, which is sum here, then we need to specify the column in a group by option. So group by this one. And then if you run this one and execute, yeah, now we have the same result with the help of clothing, bike accessories, and this is the sales amount here. So if you want to show the summarized information in Power BI, for example, then you can reference this query and then use it inside to your Power BI file here. So if you want to give the name here as a different name as category name, that's it, and group by. So we have got the same information. But here, even if you are specifying an alias name on the column value, but in the group by, you have to specify the original column name itself. That itself is fine. Now the main challenge is create a view. So just copy the name here. So we need to type a name here on the top, which is create view, and then name of the view, and then as. That's simple as that. So we need to specify that, and then we need to click this and run this one. If there is an already available, then it will give you the result about it's already available in the database. So the script is this one. You can copy the script here and paste on this one, and then click on submit for this. But make sure that how it runs. So just copy this visual, I mean the name of the view, and then write a script, select stars from, and this is the one. So select star from this, it actually giving me a different one because it contains a different script. So that's the reason here. So if I want to use this here as _1, create a view and run this one, and then using up here _1. So run this one now. Select here run, and the result is category and the sales amount. It's showing up here perfectly fine. So that is what we have here, category and sales amount. So this is all about how we can use the subqueries, and there is an alternate ways of using subqueries in t-sql. So based on your requirement, you can make sure what we are using up here on this one. So if you like this video, just hit the big thumbs up button. If you're new to this channel, or if you haven't subscribed yet, just hit the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. But make sure you turn on notification on your devices. Share it with your friends and colleagues. If you have any queries and feedback, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Keep learning. See you in the next video.